hosted by AFF and Dr. Degen.
Welcome to the Undead Hour Show, Season 2, Episode 14, with me, Dr. Dave Coin, and my brother from another mother, AFF. How are you, man? I've not seen you for a while. All good?
What's up? Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Dave. We've missed you. It's been a couple weeks. Been out gallivanting around the world. Looks like your beard's gotten a little longer since last time I saw you.
Bit grayer as well.
Bit grayer, I know. You've got a lot going on these days, Dave. Doctor is busy, in full session.
Absolutely, man. Busy as hell, but great to see you. For everyone tuning in, I've missed you guys. Please, as we always say, follow us on X, subscribe on our channels on Spotify and on YouTube. Please reply and comment to everything you see. Be grateful for that, so we can get this out there. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back from some traveling and some family events, and I'm excited to be back with you, my bro, to kick off episode 14. You know,
hell yeah, we had a couple episodes without you.
I saw
hosted some cartel OG art department.
Yeah, some legends.
Which was fun. You know, I like nerding out with the artists. So
absolutely,
that was a fun chat, and it was nice to have Dr. Weiss on the show from the cartel. Turns out, not Dr. Mr. Weiss is actually from your neck of the woods. So I think we'll have to have him back so you two can get more acquainted.
Yeah, when I listened to the show back, I forgot that he's from the UK. So or down south as well, London way, southeast, southwest, whatever. Yeah. Well, it's good. You know, so many UK builders now in Web3. It's great to see.
Yeah. And you know, I've always thought that there was more UK builders, and I remember that was like not a point of contention, but a different perspective that you and I shared. Whereas you from the UK thought there was more American builders, and me from the US thought there was more UK builders. So it's kind of how we wound up filling this slot on Sundays in the evening, so that we would have something for y'all. So.
Yeah. I think it's actually a pretty good balance between UK and non-UK builders, and also Asia as well. Sure. But it's great to see, and also Europe. So many amazing builders. You know, I met so many old friends in Paris. You know, Mutants Beer, they're from Europe. Alo, he's from Europe. You know, Great Florentino couldn't be there, but they're also from Europe. You know, so many builders. You know, centric into my kind of my area the region that I live in, of the world, of the planet. You know, Ape Concierge Asif was there, Makash. I mean, these are all European, and we'll talk about it soon. But you know, the Guinness World Record.
Ahead of yourself here.
Yeah, so it's great. It's great to feel the European love in such a big space. You know.
Yeah, that's cool. So what Dave's talking about is he has been, as he likes to do, exploring the ultimate meta and getting out to attend IRL events. Most of you know, NFT Paris was last week actually, before the weekend, due to Lovers Day taking precedence in the city.
Lovers Day.
I think Valentine's Day. Yeah, V-Day pushed everything forward because
V for Valentine's,
the city was fully inundated with reservations for the evening. But yeah, so Dave, you were able to slide in on the tail end. I know there was things going on personally you had to take care of before you could get there, but the NFT Paris vibes were taking over the timeline. There was many parties, numerous communities. There were yachts involved. There were packed nightclubs. It sounds like it was a very interesting time. So give us a recap of what you're available to tell about.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was slightly late to NFT Paris because
fashionably late.
Yeah, fashionably late.
Like actually late.
No, fashionably late, but okay. No, I was actually late. I came out on the Friday. I was there by kind of lunchtime because the previous night I actually had to celebrate which was beautiful. It was my nephew's bar mitzvah party, and it was the
Mazel
first.
tov.
Yeah, thank you. So it was the first grandchild, in our family, in that generation who's celebrating their bar mitzvah. So my sister,
Hey,
yeah, man, it was
let's
amazing.
go.
Let's go.
Can I give him a quick...
Mazel tov to my nephew Ben. And so my sister, in her infinite wisdom, decided to book everything like 3 months before, and I'd already booked my my Eurostar train, my hotel, and everything that goes with
God.
traveling to another country, even though it's close to me, France. I'd already booked everything. So when my sister said to me, "Ben's for mitzvahs now,"
Does she
this
watch
date.
this show? Should we get into
No.
this? Should you leave this out?
Yeah.
Is she gonna kill you for
No,
this?
no.
Or...
No.
Okay.
And in fact, actually, it wasn't even. She didn't even tell me it was Nick, my wife, who told me, and she texted me going, "Oh, Jenny's just said you've seen the message." I said, "I've not seen the message yet. The mitzvah's on the 13th of February, and you're in Paris." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So that put a pin in it. And funny enough, I posted a photo of me and my lovely wife, Mrs. Coin, on X a few days ago, which was actually from that party, and it got so many likes.
Nice.
150 plus likes, 2.1k impressions, 30
Mrs.
plus
Coin
comments.
coming through.
Yeah, amazing comments.
I know it wasn't you.
Pardon?
I said Mrs. Coin coming through on the web traffic. Oops.
Oh, she couldn't believe it. Like Lena was like, "Jesus Christ, Mrs. Coin looking hot," and my friend Eleni and so many others were just like giving her like gushing compliments, which I was sending them over to her because she was coming back from work, and she was like so happy to see that, because it's actually really great to see, other women in our space, and also paying her those sorts of compliments as well. So she knows what the space is about. It's fully inclusive,
supportive and
supportive.
Not...
Exactly. And yeah, so she was so happy to see all those messages. But yeah,
did anybody comment on your shoes?
Yeah, I had like 2 people comment on my shoes. I
Nice.
wore my my orange background custom kicks, top tier with my Mutant on them, my Air Force ones. That was my friend Achilles.
Shout out Achilles. Dude.
Shout out Achilles.
Get out of my DMs.
Yeah, he loves the DMs.
You work hard, my brother. Keep up the good work. Dave's shoes look sick. Stop DMing me.
He grinds in the DMs.
I know. I respect.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. And I said to Nick, "Do you think I can wear my Mutant kicks?" She's like, "Absolutely." And so nice. It was brilliant to wear them like Web2 event and family. So the top tier orange background Mutant Party Ape was present at one of our most important family events ever.
I love it.
And then I was careful not to drink too much whiskey. Obviously, you and I had that conversation the night before.
Drink water.
And also on the day.
Yeah.
And whilst I got to see my brother-in-law get trashed, I was okay, but I still had to get up at 6:30 the next day. I was sweating in the cab to London St Pancras to get
so there was
Eurostar
some
for 9:30 a.m.
Not like an insane amount.
I did. Yeah, I just didn't go mad. I didn't go how I would usually go.
Got it. Half a bottle, not the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all the bottles of whiskey got drunk, but they weren't just by me. And I caught the 9:30 a.m. train out to Paris. Got there around 1. Dumped my stuff at the hotel. Buff was waiting for me in reception. And that was brilliant to see him. We had big hugs, and then, we went straight over to the Grand Halle, La Villette, which is where NFT Paris was, and checked in, and we just literally started seeing everybody. I mean, obviously he'd been there for a number of days, but I got to just see just so many old friends. Pardon me?
Really. Buff loves Paris.
He absolutely adores it.
It's funny because when we were talking the other day, and you mentioned it, and I was thinking about, I know him and I have talked about it in a couple of chats, and it's funny, he just nerds out on the architecture and the art everywhere. I think he said the same thing. Like, it's
he
so
fell in love
cool.
with it last year.
Yeah, it's quite a city. I mean, I've never seen it in person, but I've seen all the stuff in history books and watched numerous documentaries. Like he said, him and Lena went to see Jim Morrison's grave.
That's right, yeah.
Which I've seen a documentary about the whole cemetery, which is so amazing. And
yeah, so really gothic. I'd been there. I'd done that about 20 years ago, but he'd never been before.
Yeah.
So whilst they did that, I finished off my lunch and went to the. Obviously, we're fast forwarding here now a little bit by day, but I went to the Undoxxed book pop up where I got to see Hero's Metaverse Adventure featured in the Undoxxed book by Vinny and his guys.
Tell us what that is.
So Vinny, this is the volume 2, second year they've done it. So Undoxxed feature many Web3 brands across the entire industry. So, fashion, technology, media, books, clothing.
It's only Web3.
Yeah, all like decentralized brands.
Cool.
And I mean, I guess really the book should be called Docs rather than Undoxxed. But yeah, it's big, thick coffee table book. And
beautiful look. It looks very nice. I saw a couple of photos that you had posted. Nice cover, great beautiful artwork, nice layout.
They had top tier orange. They had mutant green. Although they were, I think, defined as peach and matcha, but I like to think they were top tier orange. So that's obviously the copy that I got was I ordered the top tier orange.
Nice.
And they all did another limited edition one, which I think had a really cool Azuki elemental in it with this kind of tiger mask. Yep. And it was at this place called Soulbox, which was a really beautiful kind of high end boutique sneaker store and fashion, sports clothing. And again, I got to see loads of people that I'd seen the night before, like the Gabba and his wife and a few others. And they had some nibbles, in the back room where you could get some coffee. And I saw Vinny, big hugs and photos, and it was just lovely. So whilst Lena and Buff went to see Jim Morrison's grave, I did that and saw loads of people I hadn't seen for a while and some from the previous night. And just really lovely way to kind of spend the afternoon. And also seeing here and there, Red Hat's in there as well. So I took loads of photos for Red and sent them over to him on Discord. All from the Mutant made music brand and the fucking Productions LP. So that was showcased in the book. So also my Mutants on there, and Ahura's Mutants on there, Buff's Mutants on there, Gene Forever, Nana, in the car. So and Jack as well. So that was really cool to see my boy in there.
We're gonna have to link up with him. Maybe we can get Vinny on the show. Talk about this book.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And so actually that book arrived the next day after I'd ordered it. Shipped it from France 6:30 and 11:30 a.m. 6:30 p.m. then 11:30 a.m. It was at my house with a beautiful message he'd written in the back as well. Him and I think his partner. Yeah,
that's cool.
It was funny actually on the way to that, because I walked from the restaurant to where that venue was, about 20 minutes, very, very cold there, but beautiful sunny day. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to walk through, through Paris near the opera kind of building. And I'm walking down and I've got my, my Sange kind of beanie on, right, with banana. And suddenly I hear, Doctor! And I'm looking, and it's forever standing there on the side of the road with Fireball. They're saying goodbye to people, obviously, who are going home. But that was really cool, just screaming that in the center of Paris.
Degens IRL.
Yeah, it was fucking brilliant. And then, but yeah, so not Degens In Paris II yet. NFT Paris, beautiful venue, and hang around with Rita and Crypto Sheep and Alo, Ahura, big hugs when I saw him. And people including in the kind of ApeChain side as well, the pop-up there, the kind of bodega. I saw Dim, he just I didn't even see him, and suddenly I feel this blue ApeChain beanie getting shoved down my head, and I turn around, it's Dim putting it on it. Big hugs with him.
That's cool. So you got an ApeChain beanie?
I got ApeChain beanie. They're into this kind of back room and gave me and Buff an ApeChain bag. A really nice one, actually.
That's cool.
Like a mini kind of gym bag, I guess.
Yeah.
I saw James who released Gobs.
Were you able to link up with Makash and take part in the Guinness World Records largest gin and tonic?
Yeah. So that
Tell me
was
about
obviously
that.
the previous day, but everything was still there, and I saw Mac, and I saw his team there as well. We were very friendly with some of those guys, and
Yep.
we got loads of photos with the certificate and with the huge kind
I
of
saw
glass
a
vat.
couple.
Yeah, it was
They were a little
crazy.
goofy. It looked fun.
It was really good. And actually, so at one point, it was like me, Reader, Crypto Sheep, Buff, and quite a few others was just sitting down right by their kind of section,
Yeah.
and they had a slushy machine which were doing mini G&Ts, right? Mini gin and tonics, but slushy. So they're like ice cold, thick. I mean,
Interesting.
we're
I've never
just like
had that.
knocking them back
Oh,
at this
shit.
table. There was a photo on X where you see with me and Reader and a few others, me like behind the kind of
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah.
That was where we were, and just kind of sipping on those, knocking
That
those
was
back.
post. Yeah. Okay. That's why I said it. That photo
Yeah.
looked a little goofy. Like you guys were having some fun.
Just really good fun. Yeah, we're probably a bit pissed by then.
Yeah.
And we're having some beers.
Yeah.
Quite a few coffees, actually. As soon as me and Buff walked in there, we were like, right, we need coffee. And had some food. And yeah, it's just, you know what it's like. Just seeing everybody, even though NFT market sentiment might be down, negative, just seeing everybody just brings you like right back up to top, because it's just so great to see friends you've not seen for a while. Met some new friends as well, and just support each other's projects. I hand out loads of hero books as well at the French Apes event, which is at in the venue. So
I heard you were giving out signed copies out there.
All signed copies. Yeah, I handed out 15 signed copies at that event. I had 3 being displayed at the G5 as well, that I think Gildas gave out at the end. They weren't signed, unfortunately, actually, from Amazon. But yeah, Hero was there and present.
Nice.
Put him in the bodega shelf when everything had already been swept up, so he got a bit of a feature there for a while. No one actually took it, which was great. So I gave it to actually this little girl who was with her dad.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
She was walking around. I tapped her dad on the shoulder. I said, "This is your daughter," and he's like, "Yes." And I just kind of bent down and said, "Would you like this?" And she said, "Yes." So I gave her that copy.
Onboarding,
which was signed.
Job.
Yeah, bridging the gap. The gap. I mean, obviously the gap's already bridged because she's there with her dad. So I wasn't sure who he was. But yeah, it's just great. I mean, there's like a skate ramp there, and I missed Bad Teeth doing it, but he was like, I don't know what the term is, rolling some shapes.
Shredding.
Right, okay. Shredding on the deck. Yeah. Shredding the deck.
Sure.
Shredding the half pipe.
Shredding the pipe.
I was talking to Buff, and I was like, "Do you think you can still do that?" He's like, "Fuck yeah, of course."
Buff,
I said,
"Yeah."
But then he said, "I'll probably eat wood for a while, or eat dirt, whatever it was. Not eat wood.
Eat shit.
No, he said something else. Eat gravel. I remember. Okay. But yeah, he'd still got it. But Bad Teeth was great. I mean, he was, that was to seeing, him. Obviously, this was online. I didn't see him do it live, but the guy, whiskey and salt and pepper hair, and fucking shredding the half pipe was brilliant.
Love it.
And then we went out for dinner. Me, Lena, and Buff and Ahura were at this really great hotel that Lena was staying in, having drinks. And we said goodbye to her. And then we went out, Buff and Ahura went out to this bar and had some like brilliant cocktails, and then headed over the road to this French restaurant that's been kind of going since the 1840s.
Oh, wow.
Which obviously, Buff loved, because, he loves all that kind of European classique. And we shared this most enormous seafood platter you've ever seen in your entire life. Like this French waiter, he was struggling to like bring it on his shoulder. It was like, this silver, humongous bowl full of ice with oysters and clams and escargot and crab and all these. Yeah, they had some sea snails as well, and some other things that were a bit gooey when you pull them out of the shell, like this string, and we're like, ugh. But we shared a beautiful bottle of Bordeaux, and we had some. The 3 of us shared a Chateaubriand steak as well, and Oh, we were so full after that.
Eating
I
like
spilled a load of red
fucking
wine on the table as
kings in
well.
Paris.
We ate like kings in Paris, and then yeah, went out for a couple more drinks, and then we all kind of went home the next day. So
Nice.
but obviously prior to that was Degens In Paris II, which
Yeah.
went amazingly well, and fucking productions and boring yachts through the kind of the yacht party, which was a boat on the Seine during the day. A lot of people got quite wasted on that, I think. I hear.
I heard.
Yeah. I think
It
people.
was a little cold, I think, for a boat ride, and you know
Oh
what
yes,
happens when you're outside in the cold drinking.
many
you
chapped
just
lips, many
stay a
chapped
little-
lips from the wind. So, and then I think quite a few people went to Asif's amazing kind of restaurant. I think Buff actually went there for a short while, then he had to go to Le G5 to kind of get things set up.
Cool.
But I think people were struggling at the end of that. And then you know, but I think people carried on drinking. And then yeah, Le G5 in the evening, which is the home of the French Apes, where we had Degens In Paris #1 last year.
Yeah.
And yeah, people just partied the night away and with friends and fam, and struggled the next day. I spoke to Lena, and like, I didn't see her like the whole of Friday, so I saw her on Saturday. But yeah, it was just it went down really well, and everyone was pretty happy with everything. So, and I just bummed I couldn't be there myself. But family comes first.
Of course it does.
And then the Web3 family comes straight after, very close.
Yep. Sometimes we swap them, but for the most part, family first.
Exactly. But even though few people weren't there at NFT Paris, who I miss. Like it would have been amazing to see Grateful and Tino and Beast again,
Yeah.
and a few others. It was cool. It was just, I love Paris. I really really love Paris, and I've lost count the number of times I've been there now. It must be well over 10 times.
Sure.
But yeah, this was actually really chill and really relaxed as well.
Nice.
Yeah, just fucking awesome, man. Loved
Good.
it.
It's nice to be able to like link up with these people in real life and
So important.
have the conversations, because it just goes deep, and it instills that greater friendship. You share those experiences and stuff, and it just builds those bonds. So cheers
Absolutely.
to you guys for solidifying. Yeah,
solidifies them all. And you know what? It was also great to see so many women there too. It was really, it felt really, really diverse, really, really inclusive. Yeah, I loved it. Gabbo's wife's lovely. Spoke to her for a very long time. And yeah, Zach phoned me whilst we were at Reader's Hotel. All in the, all kind of on these couches. There's like must be 20, 25 of us. Vince Van Guy was there. From German 8 Club as well. And Crypto Sheep, Reader, hello. Me, Horror Buff, the usual suspects. Quite a few people I hadn't like met personally yet, so that was really cool.
That's nice.
And so Zach called me, and he got to I kind of literally went around the room with my phone, and he was saying hi to everybody and having a few chats and stuff. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. And now I'm back in London. Grey skies.
Cool. Well, glad you had the opportunity. I'm awaiting the next US adventure to see what that will be. But
yeah,
I think AFF is due up for another IRL event. We got ETH Denver coming up next week, but that just wasn't in the cards for me.
Yeah.
I will plan to attend that next year, though.
So I have to move my camera down a bit.
I see. We should have done that before the show, but it's fine. You're good.
No, it's slowly...
It's been
creeping, yeah. It's been creeping,
I swear my camera wasn't so far off earlier.
No one would want to see the setup that I've got here, but it's actually on a cushion.
You're doing fine, okay?
To help with my neck. So, yeah, and it's slowly been creeping back, but...
my setup's not perfect today either. My lighting's off. I switched my camera stand. It's fine, whatever.
That's better.
The show must go on, Dave.
Exactly.
Pretend it didn't happen. So, if you're not able to attend an IRL event, perhaps you can attend an ORL event? Online real event. For example, this weekend, Otherside is opening once again, this time to make a world record attempt at most people
Really?
in an online gaming server
That's right.
simultaneously.
Simultaneously. They
We
missed out last time.
tried 2 weeks ago, two weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
We had about 1,400 people, which I believe was a couple hundred short of the goal.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be easy peasy this time, as it's a different time. It should be
this time zone is much better because the
it's
other one
12 p.m.
was
Eastern.
so tired.
It's
It's like 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah,
that time.
I mean,
it was crazy.
last time, yeah.
Yeah.
It was 9 p.m. for me, so I was like,
Oh, so that's all
surprised to
late
see
for you. Yeah.
anybody. I think Grateful was there at like 3 a.m. or something for him.
He's an hour ahead of me.
Yeah. So but yeah, this will be an easier time. It's 12 p.m. Eastern, so 5 p.m. for you. It's kind of in the middle of people's days, but I think it also makes it easier to attend across the board. So
you mean
definitely
for West Coast, you mean?
Yeah, because that includes West Coast and East Coast without putting you guys out too much,
Yeah.
Because it's only 9 a.m.
Oh, yes, of course,
West
yeah.
Coast. Yeah. And 5 p.m. for you guys. So should be pretty good. I think with a couple weeks of talk about it, after the last attempt being so close, I really think it'll be knocked out of the park this time. So happy to partake in that. Otherside has been such a great experience across the board. I think we've had a number of memorable experiences. Dr. Dave and I built a relationship out of the first Otherside trip when I got the helmet.
In my place.
Yeah, we won the helmet. That was awesome, and I've pretty much been on the winning team since.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love it. I was kind of hoping for a helmet in this last one, but nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if they're doing that anymore. So
apparently not.
But we've got the OG ones, right? You
No.
haven't got yours anymore, have you?
No, we sold
No.
that.
I picked another one out way too high as well. Still got that.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well, if you're on this winning
It's a
streak,
memory.
maybe you're going to start winning some airdrops then.
I'll see. There's another one coming. OpenSea 2 has launched. The C token will be coming. They they launched quickly and said there's going to be rewards, and the farming went
crazy
through the roof. The floors went through the floor.
It's not what we want to see.
Immediate jeets, everybody losing money, flipping their fucking mutants at a loss.
Underpinning each other as well.
That
was crazy. Seeing like mutants being bought and then sold for slightly less like every single time. Not just that,
every transaction.
It was like nuts and terrible. But then they did a 180, didn't they?
Yeah, thank God.
And
community sentiment was absolutely fucking abysmal.
Yeah.
I think they took OX quits post to heart. There was a couple people who were talking about it, but it was basically like, stop incentivizing farming. You're trashing everything we build. And they listened. So
well, this is quit. People listen to him.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's so interesting and smart. Love the stuff he cooks out in this space. But yeah, it's to not get off topic. I think that there are new.
We're due for some rewards, hopefully, with that after the. we've been pushed through that platform.
Yeah,
back in the day, 2022.
I mean, we used C for
up until Magic Eden, really
straight. Yeah,
launched properly.
Mutant Hounds Inscriptions is when we switched to Magic Eden because OpenSea didn't have ordinals. So,
well, I was already using Magic Eden for ordinals.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it was Bid Apes, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, Bid Apes and just other ordinals, and then I only use Magic Eden just for Bitcoin for ordinals. Yep. That was the only thing I used it for.
Yeah.
And then when the Yuga partnership happened and that went live, I immediately started using Magic Eden instead of OpenSea.
Yeah, I don't think I've used OpenSea since.
My only issue with OpenSea, which is actually a good thing, Magic Eden, which is probably a good thing, is they don't support MoonPay.
Yeah.
Because I could do that back in the day where you could just purchase using MoonPay rather than buying the crypto on MoonPay and then it goes in your wallet and you buy it that way. Yeah, I'd literally fund it through MoonPay.
It was so much easier.
Oh, good old days. Good old days of debt.
It made degening so much
easier.
So quickly I could make those poor decisions.
Yeah.
When you have to go
Thankfully,
through the extra step, you think a little more about it. And
yeah.
you're like, do I want to drop $8,000 on this?
Yeah, yeah. Thankfully, we can still use MoonPay, and then when the ETH is in our wallet, we can do what we want with it.
Indeed.
But yeah, so Otherside World Record should be good. It'd be amazing to see a second world record be ticked after Makash's one, and congratulations to him and the team from Gin Ape for doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll see you at the Swamp.
Hope so.
I'll see you in the Swamp on Saturday.
Send Junior Coin as well. I know he's the accomplished gamer in the family, so
yeah, he might do better than me. I
can chase him around.
Yeah.
So what else is we've got other topics related.
Yeah. Well, Otherpage,
not Otherside, Otherpage,
and I was hanging out with Taylor Nelson in Paris. He was there from the team,
Taylor.
and amazing. He flew away. I think flew all the way
from
Denver, yeah. Which I realise is very far from Paris.
It's very far.
And that was great to just hang out with him. He was there on that Friday night at Reader's Hotel as well, and I remember I bought everyone a Sazerac. I don't know if you know what Sazerac is. It's an old classic New Orleans cocktail, one of the OGs.
What's in it?
It's similar to an old fashioned, except it's got absinthe in, which you usually just wash the inside of the glass and then you empty it out, so it coats. And then it's very similar to an old fashioned, so bourbon, Angostura bitters, sugar. It has one other component which I can't remember what it is, but you stir it over ice, so it just goes really, really cold, and then you serve it in a kind of a small glass, unlike an old fashioned, which is with a big kind of ice in a rocks glass. So but the guy didn't know it, even though it is New Orleans, obviously it's French New Orleans. I was like, can you make a Sazerac? Qu'est-ce que ça? I was like, oh my god. And I showed him. He goes, I have a couple, I'll make it up. And I got it, everyone. And I have to say, well, Taylor knew exactly what Sazerac was. So we were both looking, it's like kind of similar colour. He's like, okay, it could, but it didn't taste anything like it. So, but we still drank it. So but people were like, oh, what is that?
Cheers.
Like, it's a fake Sazerac. So, but yeah, it was great to see Taylor there. And like I said, so Otherpage have launched a 10,000 ApeCoin grant for builders who integrate Otherpage into their kind of app or gaming platform. So it's a cross app grant for builders. And if you're building something and you want to put in, rewards and badge minting and universal avatar profiles from Otherpage, they have up to a 10k ApeCoin grant for you to do that. They're calling it Otherpage Connect. So if you go to Otherpage's Twitter account, I'm actually just going to see if it is pinned. It's just actually below the pinned tweet. So if you go to @OtherpageHQ on X, you'll see it there. And then there are some forms you can fill in, to fill in with some documentation in thread number 2, which will give you information about Otherpage Connect. So if you're building an app or a game and you want to include rewards and badge minting and universal avatar profiles, go and sign up and put your details in the Google form. So grant there, amazing. Builders helping builders,
Yeah. Otherpage really makes an effort to include themselves in the space and work with other projects and stuff. I love the work they do. So.
Amazing people, amazing team. Shout out definitely. Nana, Taylor, Nova,
Leo,
Squirtle, Micah. I think I've got everyone there. Don't think I missed anyone out.
If you did,
so that's good. And then I was doing some burning. I've been burning hounds.
You've been burning.
I've been burning hounds. I've been burning hounds.
What?
I haven't touched my mutant hounds. God. Yeah, you can say that again. I've been burning the last couple of days. As soon as I got back from Paris, I went to the pit and checked out my hounds and thought, okay, some have to die for some to live.
Why on earth are you burning your prized ETH hounds, Dave?
Well, they weren't all prized. My prized ones I didn't burn, of course.
Oh, so some
Scorcher
of them
is
are
safe and vaulted. He's
Good.
not even in the same wallet. So yeah, he's never getting burnt. He's the one that does the burning, you know. Facts with his fire
I
flame
like that. I like that.
mouth trait. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But yeah, and obviously my zombie is safe. My zombie laser eyes not
Flash
burnt.
bright.
Yeah, flash bite. He's not been burnt.
Good.
But yeah, I burnt I think 4 hounds
Ooh.
to get my fusing materials, and I was very, very lucky that the fusing materials that I was given were exactly what I wanted, which was a real fluke.
You didn't even check the contract, and you just fucking sent it, and you managed to get lucky.
Yeah,
Let's go.
didn't even bother checking to see where the stage was at. To be honest, I didn't even know you could even do that, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, you can see the next ones in the series.
Yeah, because it goes in a 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
order, so you
No.
can check the contract and see which one's burned, so you know what you're gonna get.
Didn't even bother. I just literally burnt them and hope for the best and pray to the Dark Fan
Anubis.
god,
Yeah.
to Anubis himself,
Anubis.
and the Skull Legion to protect me. And picked up another oath just to kind of complete the set because I already had 2 oaths and also my VIP
How much you get an oath for?
because I needed that as my
How much?
activator to fuse.
I know why. How
I
much
thought
did you
you
pick one up for?
0.05.
All right, pretty good. And you checked it with the oath
Yeah.
checker to make sure that it was
With
clear.
the token checker, yeah.
Okay.
So I had to go through all of the ones below that. So it was about 8 or 10. And that was the
Oh.
next cheapest one that hadn't been used.
Heads up to people, if you are buying oaths, in the official links section of the Mutant Cartel Discord, there is an oath checker, so you can tell if that oath has already been burned and used for fusion, because pledge oaths can only be used one time.
Yeah, so be
VIPs can
careful.
use twice, but you need to check the asset.
So yeah, I'd already had some fusing materials as well. So I had 2 oaths. So I picked up a Berserker and a Reaper.
Nice.
And then I picked up another Berserker and another Reaper and 2 Ironbounds to make 6. So
no
it's very
jugs,
lucky.
huh? No juggernauts for you?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of those ones.
Thick boys.
Thick, yeah, thick.
There.
Yeah, I Berserkers and the Reapers are the ones that are my favourites. So, but I
they're
thought
like us.
it'd be nice to have a couple of other ones. And Ironbound are my next favourite. So
Yeah.
we're just lucky with the fusing materials, all worked perfectly.
Nice.
So
yeah. you were willing to give up your pack leader status for this, huh?
yeah, but because I
that
think
puts
the
you
way
below
the
10, doesn't
Discord
it?
stuff, pardon?
That puts you below 10.
Yeah, but
ethons
because
now,
the
right?
Discord's all changed now, so I'm not even sure if that's even is that even alive? Yeah. But the thing is, the upcoming serum allocation favors fused hounds over anything else. So for me, I just thought let's get more allocation because there's more value there.
Right. I've actually been. That's why I asked the question, because
Yeah.
I've actually been thinking the same thing. Like, I might keep my top few hounds. There's a couple I absolutely can't burn.
Yeah, same.
But I could probably burn a couple more.
Yeah. How many hounds you got?
13.
Yeah. So I'm now
think.
down to 6.
Oh fuck.
6 hounds and 6 fused hounds. So actually
Okay.
works quite nicely.
Yeah.
And then obviously like 12, 13 ordinal hounds, but
Evo.
yeah.
Stacked up. So, all right. So fusion is upon us. We've done our material fusions, which is open indefinitely until 2,500 have been created. I think we're inching up on the 500 mark. I think we're somewhere
It's
in
just
the 4s.
past that actually. It's like 511, something like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
As at today, which is Sunday.
Oh shit. Yeah, it'll probably be 600-700 by then.
But tell me what's
so
happening. There's something coming up, isn't there?
Yes. So
What's coming up?
The first half of the fusion activation has come to order. We are in the midst of it. We are fusing our hounds with materials, but starting this Mutant Monday, the cartel will open up the Dutch auction. So the Dutch auction, for anybody who's not familiar with this process, starts high and works its way down to whatever someone is willing to pay. So the bids will start at 0.4 and top out at 0.1. So if there's no bids at 0.4, it'll incrementally move to 3, 2, eventually down as low as 1 if that's what 0.1 if that's what someone is willing to pay. Interesting dynamics associated with this. It's only open for 24 hours. I've seen the question of what happens if it doesn't mint out. We have not been made aware what the cartel's plan there is yet, but we know that it's coming. Additionally, there are legendaries and megas mixed in to the Dutch auction as well, so you'll be able to get those for the same price.
So you could get a mega for 0.1.
0.4, 0.1,
amazing.
Whatever. Yeah.
And then after the 24 hours, what happens?
Yep. I was going to say 24 hours after that, we get what we've all been waiting for. The when boys have been out in force. The answer is Tuesday. Reveal Tuesday. 24 hours after the Dutch auction, we will have artwork reveal. So you will be able to gaze your eyes upon the 4 forms and the magnificent awakens, which are added with a Canopic VIP special additive, to get the 1 of 1 collection. So there is going to be just absolutely epic artwork unleashed. I'm hoping we get some reveal spaces going. Me and Leo were talking about that. I might have to take work off on Tuesday. It's going to be a Degen day. So yeah. I don't think I can afford to be in office. Boss, if you're watching this.
Yes, I have a cold.
Killing me.
I will have a cold on Tuesday.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. I mean, talking to Dan last week about these, we talked a little bit
Mr.
after
Weiss,
the show.
everybody.
Yeah. We talked a little bit after the show. He might have told me some things, but I'm just so excited for the artwork. He absolutely kills it. If you just zoom in on these fused hounds, the artwork detail is so amazing. He does such a good job.
Yeah.
And knowing some of the process that him and McTavish shared with us in the past 2 weeks, just makes it a little more interesting for me to know how these things were created and the differences in their creation process, etc. So very cool. I'm very much looking forward to this. Being a art collector within the space, this is some art that I've really been waiting for. So it's going to be awesome.
Excited to see the Reapers as well.
Ooh,
considering
yes.
that was our original Skull Legion IP that was utilized for the collection. So yeah,
I was so glad to hear that when Mr. Weiss told me that. We always had the suspicion, because for those of you who don't know, Skull Legion long time ago made an activation for its core members, where we basically turned our quadruped hounds into bipedal hounds, so we could have a PFP style profile picture with our hounds. That creation kind of actually turned out to inspire Mr. Weiss and the team to create the Reapers in the Mutant Cartel collection. So truly honored to have our hard work reflected in the collection.
Yeah, and if people want to see what the OG Skull Legion Reapers look like, if you go to our at Skull Legion _ETH on X, there is a link in the bio to Spatial, and that is the Metaverse layer of the Skull Legion. You can go in there, and in the center of that layer, you'll see all of the OG Reapers on display in the inner sanctum on the walls, and you can see exactly what they are. They're all on chain as well. So in fact, there's a pinned tweet there. If you go down the pinned tweet, one of the threads will actually take you to the Reapers, which are all on chain on Ethereum. And yeah, pleasure to see the cartel like what we created, me, you, Luca, and Jason, and a few others back in the day, 2023, in the high times. And the high times of the market, and what the cartel obviously were inspired to do with the Fused Reapers. So yeah, I love the fact that not just even on on the fused hounds, obviously, it's also in the ordinals, the Reapers. So, you know, we've crossed chains. So we've influenced. We are the influencers.
Proof right there that community plays a role in your content creation from your actual project. So
builders help builders, builders support builders, builders build with builders.
Yeah, it was interesting because Mr. Weiss was saying like, oh yeah, man, I mean, I definitely would have taken any feedback that you had regarding like traits you wanted to see and stuff. I'm like, why did you wait till after it was created to tell us this? We would have been flooding your inbox.
But then again, I'm also happy to see them just do some honorary stuff, you know, some homages.
And I can't wait to see what they came up with on their own, because I know they have some fire shit.
Well, so. Tuesday we'll see.
Tuesday we'll see. That being said,
you got packs fused already? Have you done much or not?
Oh yeah. I've got one of each at this point. I just saved some because I want to be able to do some when they're already revealed. Yeah. Or so that I can fuse it and then have it reveal immediately.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, rather than wait.
Yeah, so I have an Awakened. Depending how that one looks, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do the other one once reveal is an option. I had materials for a lot of Reapers, so I'll probably have a couple more of those. And I had to get a couple jugs as well because my man Fat Man is obsessed with juggernauts, and I kind of just wanted to try and scoop a grail so I can.
Oh, nice. Well, I hope it works out, man.
Hold it over his head.
Hope the NFT gods give you what you need.
They will be ever in my favor, I think. So
good.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Definitely, I'm looking to spend some time in the VC with the homeboys and screen shares and all that, and see what happens on Tuesday. So that's going to be a great bit of fun.
The Duke was there in Paris. He was at Degens In Paris too. Yeah. But I think he left Paris by the time I got there. So shame I missed him.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can catch him in this coming week.
In London town. Somewhere in London.
Yes. If you haven't yet gotten a fused hound, if you don't have materials, if you're unawares of everything happening in this somewhat complicated and rich ecosystem, TLDR, you can actually just win a fused hound. There is a number of communities from the ecosystem that are currently giving these away. We have giveaways from Hero the Doggo.
Absolutely. Well, that's already been done.
Already commenced. I think by the time this airs, most of these will have run. But Hero, Rare Pepe's, G's, Otherpage, Skull X, the Dangs on Ape, Token Gators, the Bored Ape Gazette, the Rillas, the Dragons on Ape. There is a bunch of communities giving these away. We want communities to be involved. These are all communities that we've been involved with in the past and have built with. So we wanted to offer something out to their community as well as an invite to our community. Additionally, fun fact, when these fused hounds are given away, and we all have fused hounds in our wallet, you then become eligible for the Mutant Cartel's most current giveaway, which is a maxi. So pretty cool activation to be able to just win a fused hound and then immediately be entered. Yeah, so all you got to do is go to the Mutant Cartel X page. There is a Twitter post which you need to retweet, tag somebody, and share your wallet that holds your fused hound in.
That's right.
Great opportunity to win some really cool NFTs in the space right now.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to win an MAYC? Who wouldn't want to see something like this on their heads? It's not a cap, it's actually an NFT. But I was very pleased to see that my friend Tino won the Hero, the Doggo, Mutant Hounds fuse. Yeah, gonna give him a big clap.
Give him a clap.
Hey.
Huh.
Because he'd actually messaged me that night, a few hours before, saying, "Bro, what should I do? Should I burn my hounds but I really love them, you know, don't really want to get rid of them." And I hadn't seen it.
He wanted a fused hound?
Yeah. And then 2 hours later I run the Wheel of Names Twitter spinner,
Mhm.
and his name comes up. And so I posted it and messaged him. I said, bro, don't even worry about deciding because you just won a Fused
Sick.
Hound. Yeah,
I
he was
love
so
it.
happy. He was so fucking happy because he says he never wins. His wife always wins everything. He never wins anything.
Yeah.
So that was great to see. Yeah, he was just over the moon,
Dude, that's funny.
bouncing from wall to wall.
Also, 'cause Vanguard was on that space, right? I'm grateful.
He was on the Grateful Show literally a few hours before that. Yeah.
So he was also on the G's space when G's announced it, and one of their co-hosts, Ace, was like, "Oh my god, I want to fucking win one of those." He's not. I don't think he really has cartel assets and stuff.
Mm.
And then Leo and Rita ran their picker later, and Ace won. So it's
Amazing.
nice to see some like core community members winning this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, these are people who I don't expect are just going to cheat what they get. Like this actually allows you entrance into an ecosystem. It grants you serum allocation. It grants you the option to maybe win a Macy. Like there's a lot of upside for winning this NFT. So
Absolutely.
very cool. I'm glad to see it go to some OGs in the space.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it's brilliant. Great to see the winners and more winners from the amazing partners that are doing these giveaways for the Mutant Hounds Fuse. So yeah, well done to everybody for the support for that.
Hell yeah. Exciting time to be a cartelian. This is what we've all been waiting for. So if you were there with us in the bear, blow the dust off your shoulders, shake it off, get in the Discord, come hang out, be part of the activation. The fun kicks off Mutant Monday and the reveal Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Let's
Let's
fucking
go.
go. I'm excited.
Go. Me too.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah. All right, well, that seems like a pretty good show today, Dave.
Yeah, it's a short and sweet one, but it's great to be back, man. Great to see your face, hear your voice. I know it's cold where you are. It's wet where I am, but I think at some point our weathers are going to align again, and we're going to get some sunshine.
I fucking hope so.
Oh,
I am
me too.
encapsulated in a ice tundra. It's terrible here right now.
I know.
I
You've
will
got it
be,
bad at the moment.
Yeah, it snowed, then rained, then froze. So I'm just staying inside till it melts at this point.
Yeah. Put some aluminum foil on your radiators. Keep that heat in.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the trick. If you don't want to buy one of those things you can put behind it, just get some I say aluminium, but I'm doing it for you. Aluminum foil.
Nice.
Line the back of the radiator and it will project that heat back out into the room.
Perfect.
My gift to you.
Damn it. Life hacks with Dr. Dave. Thanks.
There you go. That's what it's about.
Let's fucking go, bro. Well, good to see you, man.
You too,
nice
man.
to have you back. And we will be back this time next week.
We will do.
Tune in.
Stay safe, everybody. It's Sunday today, so hope we smashed the world record and you had a great time on the other side. Be safe. Take care of each other. Like I said, please subscribe to our channels. Follow the channels. Repost anything you see on X. And this is episode 14, season 2 of the Undead Hour Show with me, Dr. Dave, and my boy
AFF.
See you on the other side.
Ow! See you.